In the year 2025, America faces one of the greatest political storms in its modern history. From Washington to California, from New York to Texas, millions have stepped out into the streets. In the year 2025, America faces one of the greatest political storms in its modern history. A nation built on the promise of freedom now struggles to recognize itself. From Washington to California, from New York to Texas, millions have stepped out into the streets. Their message echoes through cities, small towns, and across the digital world. No kings. More than 7 million Americans marched in one of the largest demonstrations the nation has ever seen. It wasn't just about a president. It was about a principle. This wave of unrest didn't appear overnight. It's the result of years of tension, political division, economic frustration, and growing distrust in the system itself. Many Americans say they no longer see fairness, only power. They see government not as a servant of the people, but as a weapon of politics. The No Kings movement was born from this disillusionment, a cry against what millions believe is the slow erosion of democracy under President Donald Trump's leadership. The United States has never been more divided. Supporters of the president claim he is saving the country from chaos, restoring order, rebuilding pride, and putting America first. But his critics see something darker, a slow slide toward authoritarianism, a dismantling of checks and balances. What used to be political disagreement has become personal hostility. Families are split. Friends have stopped talking. The line between patriotism and blind loyalty grows thinner every day. Behind the politics lies a painful truth. The American dream feels broken. The cost of living continues to rise. Rent, groceries, and healthcare push families to their limits. The middle class, once the backbone of the nation, is shrinking fast. Many blame the government's reckless spending and policies that favor the powerful over the people. Meanwhile, the debt clock ticks past $35 trillion, and the future grows uncertain. But economics is only part of the crisis. America's institutions, the courts, the media, and even the rule of law, are caught in a political hurricane. Critics accuse President Trump of using federal agencies as personal tools, replacing officials, pressuring judges, and silencing dissent. To his supporters, it's about strength and reform. To others, it's the slow death of democracy itself. October 18, 2025, a day that will be remembered in history. Over 7 million people marched in more than 2,700 cities. From Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles, from Chicago to Miami, the No Kings movement filled every major street. They carried signs, music, and hope, chanting, "This is what democracy looks like." It was a sea of unity against fear, a reminder that the people still hold power when they stand together. The administration's response was swift and controversial. President Trump dismissed the protests as fake outrage, claiming media manipulation and political sabotage. Yet, across America, people continued to march, refusing to be silenced. The White House tightened control over communications and law enforcement. Federal agencies were mobilized in several states, a move critics say crossed constitutional boundaries. Adding fuel to the fire. Technology itself. AI-driven media and deepfakes have blurred the line between truth and lies. Every image, every video, every tweet, questioned, doubted, weaponized. In this digital battlefield, the fight for facts is as fierce as the fight for freedom. This is not the first time America has been tested. From the Civil War to the Civil Rights Movement, each generation has faced its own battle for the soul of the nation. But this time, the enemy is within. Democracy doesn't collapse overnight. It erodes, piece by piece, through silence, fear, and indifference. And when the people stop watching, power stops answering. Yet, in the face of division, there is still hope. The No Kings movement has reminded millions that unity is not a fantasy. It's a choice. Ordinary people, standing shoulder to shoulder, demanding justice, transparency, and truth. They march not to destroy, but to rebuild. To remind the world that democracy is not a gift, but a responsibility. The road ahead is uncertain. Can America rediscover its unity? Or will the cracks widen beyond repair? Can leaders listen to their people before the shouting becomes silence? The future depends on the choices made today, by every citizen, every voter, every voice. The United States of America was never meant to have kings, only citizens. And when citizens rise together, no power can stand above them. This is America's test. This is democracy's moment. This is the crossroads of our time.